Hello, everybody. Um, so I want to say that, yeah, I probably said it already and just don't remember that, I wouldn't, if it weren't for the $350 extra help, it's probably more or less than 350. I just estimate about 350 that, the help, if it weren't for that, I would have been on the streets still, so thank you again. I think I did mention that in another video. So, ow. So, look at me being a big kid. Yeah, the 36-year-old little girl. So, so Thursday, with the money I have to be back on the streets. I'm still trying to figure out something I can do. If I weren't for me being sleep deprived and targeted, like I think I mentioned before in other videos that I have to, a lot of jobs want you to have a car or dependable transportation. So, and Z Trip Cab Company doesn't want to hire me. Dealing with cab companies, if driver or passenger, the dispatcher or whoever, they're always abusive. Some of the cab drivers a few of them are really cool and nice, but the majority of them are abusive scam artists. It's like, if I weren't sleep deprived, I wouldn't mind doing like deliveries or something. Like even if it's pizza or groceries or something. But they said that these gig economy is new age slavery, and a lot of people who work in the gig economy are struggling, and they're not really making money like that. So, I heard stories about people talking about diversifying your income, but to me that seems like just false hopes again. Like, so I don't know. I thought about it a while back, but then again, I had a failed attempt at trying to make shirts on Teespring, and it didn't come out right, and the website got messed up or whatever. But I thought about an idea of making and selling T-shirts that help spread more awareness. I know I'll be attacked more, but if I were to make and sell T-shirts about, if I can just have have a T-shirt designed and sell them, and put targeted by the psych world on my T-shirts or something, or I even thought about those keep calm thingies, like keep calm and abolish gang stalking or something like that, just trying to think of some ideas of something I can do. It's getting frustrating that I feel like there has to be something for me, and I hate feeling like and being a burden or having to ask or beg for anything. I even thought about doing another GoFundMe. Like some targeted individuals, depends on who you are and how popular and well liked you are, how much help you get on GoFundMe. And some people get a lot of money on GoFundMe. I did a GoFundMe last year and I got no money, and I didn't think asking for $10,000 was a whole lot, especially with me trying to get back on my feet, and the idea of me being homeless, and so many people are concerned about me being a single woman on the streets like that, and frustrated that they can't help me more. But this George Floyd thing, and also Breonna Taylor, I think her name is. Now I'm hearing about her. They each had a minimum of, I'm not, oh no, I don't want that much money. I would rather independently have my own way of making money. I just need a little help. But somebody was telling me about this idea of making jewelry, that she was going to send me a kit. But I heard something about that. Good luck with that. Just like the idea I thought about trying to learn how to make soap and get into the soap making business. I have to hear, oh, you can't do a soap making business. Everybody's making soap. That's what the abusive brother, fake Krusty Pete, told me, that everybody is making soap. And so, you're not going to make any sales trying to make soap or whatever. So, I mean, they make it very hard. I mean, nowadays, because of the fake coronavirus, there's, it's like they're not even having farmers markets. But before then, I thought about something I can make at home, and then go sell it at the farmers market. But see, in New Orleans, they try to focus more on food. I thought about maybe making my own magnesium oil or something like that, since I struggle with lack of sleep. It's very easy to make too, magnesium oil. If you buy the flakes and make your own, it's way cheaper than when people selling already the oil being made. That's like when you buy your own powdered bentonite clay. When you have your own powdered bentonite clay, it is cheaper than having it already hydrated. And plus it goes a long way. So I thought about maybe making my own little beauty products, it's hard to accomplish something like that on the streets with no place to cook or no place to store things and stuff like that. So, I always was interested in health and stuff, but I didn't know there was a such thing as natural health. Years ago, I used to study a lot on health and medicine and stuff, not realizing it was fake and we were duped. And so now I find natural health more fascinating. I've always been a plain-faced girl, and the foster mom growing up never allowed us to wear makeup or lipstick. And even as an adult, if I try to be a woman and wear lip liner and lip gloss, or try to wear some lipstick, or try to do my own makeup or something, me trying to experiment, the fact that I had 2 strokes when I was 5, I'm not that good with, trying to paint my face with makeup or whatever. So I would have to hear lectures about how much of a clown I look. So that's why you always see me plain face. I just, with the abuse with the foster mom and my hair and everything, that's why I just don't even bother combing it. I just wash it. I just gave up on, I was abused so badly psychologically and mentally that I just quit caring. I don't even care about the clothes I wear anymore or anything like that. As long as I freaking just covered and got comfortable clothes on my back. That's all I freaking care about. Because I think I mentioned before about how the foster mom, how she would buy brand new clothes, and the clothes straight off the tag, and then we wear it, and then she tell us how horrible we look. And it's like, she acting like as if she's seeing stuff that's not there. Like, if we just put the clothes on a hanger and hang them up spaced out like she told us, and she'll still point out a non-existent stain, or like a non-existent stain or wrinkle or something. So I'm like, what the hell? I don't even care about my appearance. I really don't. That's why I just look the way I look for many years. So, I don't even know if I had more money like that. One of the first things I would do is trying to improve my diet. But my hair and beauty and stuff, it's like, I don't know. If I was financially well off, and my hair probably wouldn't even be like this or look like this, I probably have braids or something. But You know, it's like now, I mean, the foster mom acting like she prophesied that I'm going to be homeless, and she was like pre-programming and preconditioning me during my teenage years to be homeless or to accept being homeless. She thought I was going to grow up. It's like she kept putting it in my head. She wanted me to grow up to be a homeless, crazy prostitute. And now I'm truly homeless and labeled crazy. I never a day in my life prostituted. Never a day in my life accepted sex in exchange for money. Never, ever. You know, I never accepted sex in exchange for anything a day in my life, you know. There have been a few guys, like this guy from India when I was going to the University of New Orleans in 2003. He took me out to lunch and then acting like as if I owed him sex in return, and I didn't give it to him, and he got mad and cut off all contact with me and then tried to act a certain kind of funny in front of his friends or whatever. But I guess that was the closest you can get, you know, the closest I had, you know, something like that. But I've heard stories about, you know, women getting a sugar daddy, you know, or prostituting for real. And that's just not me, you know. I don't live that kind of lifestyle. It's just not me to do the sugar daddy thing or be a prostitute, a stripper, porn star, none of that, you know. And I don't know. It's just like I don't feel comfortable with those kinds of lifestyles, you know. And plus, I don't know much about those kinds of lifestyles. You know, I'm quite ignorant. Just like I don't know much about drugs. I'm quite ignorant about, you know, most drugs. I can't even tell. I don't know what crystal meth looks like. I don't know what dope looks like. Shucks, for the first time, about a few years ago, was the first time I saw what crack looks like. It's just, I guess it's this white powder, the crack cocaine, you know. And it's like, for the first time downtown Skid Row, I saw what crack looks like. But in Greenville, South Carolina, they were dealing drugs out in the open. I never was really exposed to stuff like that, you know. Seeing people like in front of my face dealing drugs out in the open. And then I was feeling sad because this lady she looked like The Walking Dead. She looked like one of the zombies. She looked like one of the zombies from Michael Jackson's Thriller video. No kidding. And she was so freaking skinny and anorexic. And she was walking by in Greenville, South Carolina. I just wanted to rescue and just help this lady and not judge and kick her down or condemn her. But I wanted to judge and help this freaking lady, but I just felt powerless. She was walking by, strung out. Like, the first time I ever saw what somebody looked like strung out, walking to go and get their next hit. And I wouldn't wish that life on anybody. And the foster mom used to wish that on me. And acting like she was predicting that that's how I'm going to be, you know. And first thing, me being homeless on the streets, first thing people jump to conclusion and falsely accuse me of being on drugs. Not every homeless not every homeless person is on drugs, but some of them are, but not all of us. But it's like, there are some people who just like people stereotype the homeless community. They think all homeless people are like that. Just like the black community, they think every single one of us is ghetto and gangsta. When it's actually a majority of black Americans are like that, but a nice hunk of them are civilized and decent black people that don't feed into that ignorance and, you know, trying to be gangster or whatever. And not every homeless person is on drugs. You know, just like there are some black people who believe that every white person walking the face of this earth is racist and they avoid and stay away from them. But, in my experience, there are more non-white racists than racists, but it depends on where you are, So, like, it's like, me being a black person, trying to survive in society. Even this black guy in New Orleans, in Jefferson, where I was living at, he said that when I was telling him about why even my Social Security ticket to worker, she was a black lady trying to keep me down, and he said that's how the system is, like to keep black people down, and so it's like they just had this. Oh yeah, I was talking about the George Floyd and Breonna Taylor with their GoFundMe video. I mean, their GoFundMe had like $5 million or whatever each of them, probably more than that. And then they had this black female named Johnny. What was her last name? I don't remember. I think her name is Janiqua. And I don't remember if her last name is Carter or something like that. If not Carter, I don't remember her last name. But she went viral, and I'm glad that her family wasn't money hungry. That, she didn't want to sell out or become famous, but she got arrested by a light-skinned security guard, and she's like, "Why are you trying to detain me?" And she's like, "You about to lose your job," or something like that. And the video went viral, and they made music beats out of it. And it's like, I'm glad that she didn't sell out or whatever. That her video went viral, and she was supposedly wasn't on social media. But everybody wanted to give her so much money. They were more than willing to give her so much money because of her viral video or whatever. But and it's like all these people able to give these people like so much money, but here your average targeted person on the streets is just struggling and just asking for a little bit of help just to survive. Or me personally, I would rather have it to where I just just have like I learned to be the type to be the teach a man to fish kind of thing, That way I can, just have a little bit of assistance. That way I can have things kick off where I can get the ball rolling on my own. But, me being targeted or anybody else being targeted and disabled on top of that, even if I were to be a pizza delivery driver or somebody donate me a car, the purse would tear that up and destroy that too. Or destroy my job opportunity or destroy my business or whatever, But, I try to get my own thing going with the farmer's market or something, and they find ways to not allow me to, do my own thing at the farmer's market. In New Orleans, they especially try to block me. So I started to wonder, well, damn, only Freemasons can have businesses or have jobs or something. And if you're not, if you're, like, they don't want you in society and, like, you're not even allowed to even ask for a penny for help, So I thought about doing another GoFundMe since they took my GoFundMe down and it got no money. And I thought about getting some t-shirts made some kind of way, and maybe get my own little business, natural health business going. So I'll see y'all later. I'm about to go see about dinner now. Bye-bye.